Sorry about that, folks. Ben Rosenthal for AM Whiskey Reviews. Yeah, uh, seem to have passed out. Uh, yeah, perhaps was discharged prematurely. They certainly weren't going to great pains to keep me at the hospital, but I did not protest. I I I I went home, and here I am, and not a minute too soon because I get to review some whiskeys for you in anticipation of Thanksgiving, gobble gobble week. What are three whiskeys you might want to bring with you to Thanksgiving? Because God knows it's a holiday that seems to invite the need to escape, to medicate, to deaden your senses, to you know uh, do anything to forget the fact that you are in fact alive and around these people. Um, so what can you do? What can you bring? And each has a purpose. This is a liqueur called Rosolio di Bergamatto. It's an Italian liqueur, and it's called Italicus, which would be a very like innocuous supervillain. You know, he would show up just to sort of put a little more emphasis on the last thing you said. You know, it's like I'm feeling like I'm a little monotone here. Where is Italicus? You know, and then he would show up. I am Italicus, and like I don't know what he'd be wearing. Um, some semi-diaphanous shirt, sort of billowy shirt, or a white linen suit, and he would say, "I am Italicus, and I'm going to repeat what you said with greater emphasis." Italicus. I don't know, but it's a bottle that looks like it could have come from the Fortress of Solitude. It could also contain perfume. I mean, it's weighty. It's weighty. And that, but it will make everybody. It's a conversation piece. Okay, you're like hick uncle or brother-in-law or somebody will be like, "Oh, that's I've never seen anything like that before," and he's got his like can of Molson or whatever he drinks, and he's never, wow, and it's a conversation piece. It doesn't matter whether anybody drinks it or whether it's any good or not. It could be Valvoline in here, but look at the bottle. I mean, what are we talking about? It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Um, so there's that. Here's one called Casca. If I seem like my heart isn't in this review, I want you to know my heart is in this review, but one of my kidneys is not. Okay. And that's why maybe I seem a little less than enthusiastic about it. And I'm also dealing with this hair, which I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't know. Um, Casco Viejo. It's Blanco. What is tequila? Okay. Um, let's face it. Like Thanksgiving food isn't that good. Mexican food is really good. Bring in this will just make everybody feel like suddenly they're in Puerto Vallarta, or where are they? They're arm wrestling Diego Rivera. Trotsky's in the other room taking a nap and he's snoring, but you're arm wrestling Diego Rivera, and if you win the arm wrestling, you get to shave Frida Kahlo's eyebrows. That's like a Mexican experience. But you forget about the turkey, the tryptophan, the disgusting sort of flatulent overall smell of the kitchen, and the like ossified grandparent, a great uncle who has to relieve himself, and he's the kind of guy that does bring a newspaper into the bathroom. He's not even shy about it, and he's doing it in the middle, like just everybody's got that like postprandial fatigue, and it's a disgusting holiday. It's disgusting. We don't nobody. I mean, it's like it, but like we eat the amount that Louis XIV ate, but it's like bland institutional food. I mean, what are we doing if we're going to have this kind of spread? Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying right now. This is mostly it's either the sedative that the woman in the bar or whoever her cohorts with were gave me, or it's the sedative and the morphine and the oxycodone that the hospital gave me before they discharged me, or it's both. I'm betting it's both, but I'm loopy, man. I'm loopy. And I'm still dealing with the hair. So there that is. It spices things up because that's a holiday in need of spice. Now the third one, okay, is not whiskey per se. It's a cat food. It's Fancy Feast, fish and shrimp feast flaked, because this one is especially malodorous. And what you want to do, say, if you want space at the table, if you want to be alone, is what you do is you sit down and the family, I don't know what they do, if they say grace or if they're not a religious family, they're not a pious crew, they just dig in and the banter is, everyone is having the banter, everyone's catching up, and you don't want any part of this. You still don't want any part of this. You don't, they say, like, how are you doing, Ben? What's your year? What's happened in the year since we saw you, your, extended family? You don't say anything. You just go like, and then, maybe in a break in the conversation, you wait till there's just a little, just a brief silence, and then you open it up, okay? And I know it's like ripping the band-aid off or taking castor oil, but you gotta take in one spoonful, or you just dunk the whole thing in your mouth. And once you do that, you are off the hook for conversation. You don't have to really worry about engaging with anybody for the rest of the night, maybe for the rest of your natural life. I mean, you may not be invited back. I certainly wouldn't blame them for not inviting me back if I were to do something like that. But that's sort of the nuclear weapon that you can break out if you really have to, like if you just can't bear it anymore. Um, but so that's my Thanksgiving episode. I had originally intended something much more involved, uh, and maybe that will happen. Certainly, if it's going to be a little while before I go out to. I'm going to keep the whiskey drinking in house. I should have followed my instincts and just stayed home. But it was like a honey trap. A honey trap for what? So that somebody could get my kidney? Like, do they have any idea what my kidney looks like? I mean, I don't, talk about not having any real intuition about the who you mug is as important as the mugging itself. And I would not, any of my internal organs would not be even my fifth or sixth choice. Um, or even, I don't know that I would make it in the top, uh, I don't know, man. I'm in a very lower percentile here, in terms of having working organs at this point. But somebody's gonna get mine. Well, more power to you. See how that works for you. You're gonna certainly be you're gonna be pissing out of some kind of weird bag attachment, because that kidney's not gonna help you. All right, so that's it for today's review. I'm just not, I'm not thrilled about these changes. They were unexpected. Okay, all right, over and out. Hope to see you guys next time. Yep, bye.